Join us today on our adventure as we take a trip to Wolfe's Neck Center, Wolfe's Neck State Park, and L.L.Bean. As the result of an intense recent rainstorm, the Androscoggin River water levels were much higher than normal, and when we stopped at a boat launch to take a glance at those water levels, I observed this entire tree floating down the river. Wolfe's Neck Center is a place that I have been coming to since I was a little girl. I have many memories of my mom and I visiting here. And now Brandon and I have the opportunity to bring our own children here and make new memories. Wolfe's Neck Center is best described as a one-of-a-kind place on the coast of Maine that strives to connect farmers, eaters, and learners to the land and animals at the core of our food systems. Wolfe's Neck Center is a sustainable coastal farm that has existed for nearly 60 years. It is home to an oceanfront campground, leading demonstration farm, and an educational resource center for innovative practices in regenerative agriculture.
Oh my goodness. You almost did.
Yeah, I always touched it in the point.
Their curls are so tight. What do you think of that? Stopped moving. What do you think? You like your snoot rubbed?
You sheep snoot.
Your little sheepy snoot. your eyes.
On this visit to Wolfe's Neck Center, we were excited to find that the goats were out of their pen and were a little more accessible to us. One of the staff members of the center had them out and was letting them do some extra foraging, and that was a nice treat because in all the times that we have come to the center, we have never seen the goats out and about like this. You may be noticing just how much footage there is of goats in this video. Our family is particularly fond of goats. We had a couple of goats a few years ago and we just adored them. They were such a part of our family and our daily routines, and unfortunately, the ending of our goat story is not a very happy one, so I'm going to refrain from really getting into any details about that, but we don't have goats presently, but it is something that we would like to pursue again in the future. If you happen to be a goat owner or have had goats at some point in your life, I would love to hear from you. I'm always looking for any tips and tricks, tried and true methods of owning goats. We do know a good amount about goats, but there's always more to learn, so share any helpful information in the comments.
Hey, buddy. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no, come back.
Wait, where did my herd go? Oh yeah, chickens are out. Trots right along. Oh.
Hey.
Don't headbutt each other. Don't fight over the food. Oh, hey.
Horn, I didn't even realize that.
One little horn? Oh, Toby. That was their nose. They were snuffing. What bug? Well, I'm glad it didn't hurt. Daddy made a friend.
Okay, anyways. Look at Toby.
got big feelings.
There's a lot of goat faces.
Hi, baby. Stick your cute face back in there.
Thinking about it. How's it going? Did you get
I think Daddy's got the right idea.
Oh, yeah. We got some good scratching happening.
Some good scratching happening. Does that feel good? Put a little under the chin, scratchy, scratchy.
off your scratchies?
Okay. Do you need some love? Hi.
The rock must be more good.
It's a terribly feral cat that's not friendly at all, huh?
Or something?
Doesn't
I'm
like
gonna pick him up.
Yeah, clearly.
let's
No.
not pick him up.
This was my first trip out with this crossbody style bag. This is called the Magnet Metro Sling. It's by MZ Wallace. I'm really enjoying it. I have a lot of shoulder sensitivity when I wear purses, and this one does not aggravate my shoulders at all. So I feel like it's a fantastic option, and I had to capture a couple moments of footage of it for you. This is one of the areas where you can camp at Wolfe's Neck Center, and yes, there are people who go camping in Maine in October. If you have spent any amount of time around my channel before now, then you are aware my family really loves cows, hence needing to grab this footage of this pack of cows. They're not a pack, what are they? Herd, this herd of cows. many times as we've made the trip to Wolfe's Neck Center, we have never actually gone to Wolfe's Neck Woods State Park. So today, we chose to do that for the first time. I'll also note that the center and the state park are just minutes apart. So if you're going to visit one, you should visit the other as well. As you can tell from this map, there are a variety of trails and trail lengths available at this state park. We opted to hike one of the shorter trails that would get us right to the coast. We wanted to enjoy the ocean smells for a little while and then get ourselves on to the next part of our day.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Tiptoes, undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand.
Okay.
Per usual, the sights, sounds, and smells here at the Maine Ocean are astounding. Next up on our itinerary for the day was a trip to L.L.Bean in Freeport. L.L.Bean is a place that is near and dear to my heart. Both of my paternal grandparents worked for and eventually retired from L.L.Bean, and this means I spent a lot of time around this property. My grandmother worked in the monogramming department, and as a result, I have so many towels, backpacks, other types of bags that have my name or my initials monogrammed on them. As a kid, I didn't realize how lucky I was to have that luxury. Now that I am an adult and my grandmother no longer works in the monogramming department, I have come to learn just how expensive it is to have items monogrammed at L.L.Bean, because I am doing so for my own 3 children. So it really was a luxury that I took for granted a little bit. This absolutely gigantic bean boot is iconic. And here we are enjoying some s'mores that L.L.Bean was putting on the particular day that we visited. You just never know when you visit L.L.Bean what sorts of little extras you're going to run into. Things like this are happening around here all the time. They do a beautiful display around the holidays of lights and trees. They often have a yurt set up, and they'll do free hot chocolate. They have a little ice skating rink. They have reindeer that come. Around Halloween, they have Camp Sunshine, put up a whole display of carved pumpkins. So L.L.Bean is just, they're always doing extra things for the community, and that is another layer that I appreciate about this company. This little fish pond, oh my, I have so many memories here. I have pictures of myself when I was my children's age and even younger here with my grandparents, so I am so pleased that it is still a maintained space at L.L.Bean and that my kids get to enjoy it now. The price tag of most L.L.Bean items does feel hefty, and you might have a little bit of sticker shock. I will say, though I am a little biased, but I would say that 95% of the time or more, the price tag is warranted by the quality of the item. We have a plethora of L.L.Bean items in our lives, from water bottles to snow tubes, clothing, hats, boots, backpacks, gloves, ski pants, lunch boxes, tents, fishing poles. We just have so many L.L.Bean items, and they really last for quite some time, and they truly are good quality. This little dome that kids can climb inside of to get a different view of the fish tank is another really well-known spot. Our kids love to climb in here, and I've climbed in before, even though I am no longer a child, and you do get to see the fish area in just a unique way. So, you know, even if you're an adult, you can slide in there for a minute if you want. L.L.Bean has got you covered even when you get hungry. You can just head over to the 1912 cafe and grab yourself a little snack or a light meal. Of course, L.L.Bean is located in downtown Freeport, and there are quite a few restaurants within walking distance, but it is good to know that there is a little cafe right here in the building if you just need something quick.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, oh, you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love.
This model depicts the L.L.Bean factory and retail sales room of the mid-1930s. L.L. first moved to the old building in 1917 and saw continual use and refurbishing until 1977, when it was taken down to make room for a safer structure. The U.S. Post Office and the Freeport Press, printers of the Bean catalog, were conveniently located on the ground floor, making it very efficient for L.L. to mail out packages and catalogs. He even built a mail chute that ran under the stairs from his third-floor shipping room down to the post office. Large packages were carried down the stairs in a wicker basket. In 1934, Bean mailings accounted for 74% of the volume at the post office. Although L.L.Bean Inc. started as a mail-order business, more and more customers began to climb the creaky stairs to the second floor and wander among the sewing machines and piles of blankets. L.L. realized that he should encourage retail trade and continually expanded his showroom, also extending the hours it was open. By 1951, the store was open 24 hours a day. The showroom saw further expansions in the 1940s and every few years from the 1960s to the present. This seemingly simple location is where today's adventure ends. In this location, I have vivid memories of standing with my grandfather, tossing pennies into the water below after making wishes on them. Today, this space doesn't look like much with its murky waters. And today, those murky waters feel pretty appropriate, because while it is a space that I love for the memories that it holds, that exact reason I love it is also a reason that it makes it hard to be here. When we lose someone we love, we have only our memories of them to hang on to. In November of this year, it will mark 24 years without him. I had only 8 years on this earth with him, and it amazes me at just how much of an impact he had on me, that after 24 years, I still miss him so fiercely. And for that reason, this location is simply bittersweet. L.L.Bean will always be a special place to me. I hope that you have the opportunity to visit at least once in your lifetime. Thank you so much for joining us today on our trip to Wolfe's Neck Center, Wolfe's Neck Woods State Park, and L.L.Bean. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!